everybody, welcome to another Rick's Picks. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the Marvel Legends figure Lilith, who is part of the Strange Tales series and the last figure of that series. So after I do this review of her, the next video is going to be me putting together the Blackheart figure. So that should be a pretty cool video as well. So, overall, from what I see in the packaging, she's a pretty cool character. She's not one of the most known characters to me in the Marvel Universe. So she isn't one of my A-listers, but she does complete the set. She's a pretty cool looking figure. So with that being said, first off, I want to thank everybody who subscribed. You're very much appreciated. For anybody who does watch this video and like it, then I please ask that you subscribe as well and check out my Marvel playlist. Plus the other figures that are part of this wave. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. So here she is in packaging. You pretty much got your standard Marvel Legends packaging. So you have Marvel Legends there, your choking hazards, Build-A-Figure, her name. You got your age restriction, Strange Tales, and Hasbro. And of course you got this big window here so you can see her, all her accessories. Alright. Come to this side, you got Marvel Legends, her name, some comic book art, and then you come around here, you get a little bit about her, the same comic book art, all the pieces to Blackheart, everybody that's part of this wave, and then you get your legal underneath that. Back around this way, you got the same art that you had on the back and the other side, Marvel Legends. Look to the top, you got Strange Tales, and underneath you got your legal. So with all that being said, let's open her up and see what she's about. So here she is out of packaging. The first thing we're going to do is start going through her points of articulation. So let's lift her up. So her head does move. All right. You got a shoulder joint. Ooh, that's a little bit tight, but it does move. You got a swivel, elbow joint, and you do have a wrist joint. Get this other arm up. She does have a joint here underneath the breast. A little bit tight, but it does move. All right. You got a thigh joint with a swivel. You got a knee joint. That's a little bit tight as well. And an ankle joint. All right. Get her back into position. What have you. Get her to lean forward a little bit. It's kind of weird that way. Now that joint just don't want to work right. Either wants to be too far or too. There we go. So now, get her head straight. Let's start looking at some of her finer details. So first off, you got the head sculpt. Now the head sculpt's kind of interesting looking. So she has this purple eyeliner with a more violet look to it with the yellow eyes. I like the detailing in her face. All right. Then she has like these green earrings that look really nice. And the detail into her lips actually look pretty good too. How they did the lip design. I do like that. And I like how her eyeliner like feathers off. So that looks pretty cool. I do like the overall look of her head sculpt. Now, as you go into the front of her, you can see a lot of fish netting to her. So you can see fish netting up here and in the legs. And also, if you look here, you can also see it in the arms as well. All right. So you come around here. You got like silver legs on her. Then you come around to the back. Not exactly sure what this is supposed to be, whether it's supposed to be some sort of energy or like a veil that she wears. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not super familiar with this character, to be honest with you. All right, then you come here. You can see more of that fish netting on both the arms and the legs. And back around to the front. So overall, she's a pretty interesting looking figure. so now we're going to get into her accessories. She don't come with a whole lot. So she comes with this little green cape. All right. She comes with 2 open hands. So you got 1 and 2. All right. And she comes with the other arm for Blackheart. So there's the arm and also a closed fist for him as well. All right. So let's get into her different accessories. So first off, to get this cape on, there's a little hole here in her back. Just pop that on here, just like this. All right. So now she has that cape. Give her a little bit of a rotation so you get a good look at it. All right. And she has the 2 open hands. Get this arm down. Get this hand. Eventually. That's in there a little bit tight. All right. There we go. And then this one as well. Now, if you do feel like these hands are a little too tight and you get concerned about breaking them, you can always just douse her, soak her a little bit in some hot water, and that would just loosen up the plastic enough to swap the hands out. So, as you can see, the 2 hands fit very well. No real issues with any of that. All right, so let me get into my final thoughts with her. So first off, her joints are a little stiff. I had to work her joints a little bit, mainly the shoulders and knees. So you may want to use a little bit of heat to soften out those joints up if you want them to really move. The same with her hands. Her hands are a little bit tight. I had to really work the hands to get them off and on. So you may want to use a little bit of heat, like hot water or something, soak them in some hot water, just to soften up that plastic to get that stuff in and out. But that's not major things. That's, more with most figures nowadays, pretty standard. Her overall look is good. I do like the way she looks. I think she's a pretty neat looking character. And for the most part, everything did swap out all right on her. So would I recommend this figure? Yeah, sure. Why not? She's cool looking. She'd probably look really neat with the rest of your Marvel figures and what have you. I don't have any major issues with her, so I would recommend her, especially if you're really trying to build the Blackheart figure. Then, yeah, she's definitely a must-have. So, with that being said, I want to thank everybody who watched this video all the way through. And if you did, go ahead and check out my Masters of the Universe playlist and hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So, until the next one.